And I'm really curious how well it's going to cook it. This is the Cosori Turboblaze 6.0qt air fryer, and it is one of the newest air fryers. You could just tell by the design. And Cosori has just made a little bit of improvements to their tried and true standard air fryer. It's a little bit bigger, it's a little bit slicker, and you pull out the tray, there's a button that's going to lock it in, so you just can't pull it out. And you have to have this plugged in, or otherwise your menu will not work. So it has to be in, and then your menu will turn on. If you look at the basket itself, it's pretty much the standard Cosori basket that we're used to seeing. You have that inner tray, and that inner tray can be removed and easily washed if you want. And that's a non-stick surface. Inside is where you're going to notice that you have that large fan and you have that heating coil. So the heating coil and fan make this an air fryer. And the secret why people love an air fryer is that it heats up quickly. I mean, if you think about it, if you could, a lot of people will be like, okay, I'm going to just use my oven. Why do I need an air fryer? It's because your oven needs to be preheated. And preheat takes forever in an oven because of how large it is. In these guys, a lot of times air fry, preheat is like in 20, 30 seconds. So let's look at the menu interface. And if you look at the menu interface, off, on, this screen is pretty much made out of glass. So what the biggest drawback is that it is a fingerprint magnet. Especially if you're cooking, you can see that my fingerprints are already popping out, and you can see where I'm pressing. So a burglar would know exactly what you're cooking if you ever let them see this. Now, we have the ability to adjust the temperature manually. You have the ability to adjust the time manually. You have preheat. These are preheated settings. Now, you have 5 fan speeds here that you can adjust, right, by going through these variable modes: preheat, reheat, dry, bake, proof, warm. Now, most of us will never use proof or warm, right? Most of us will only use this. Air fry, which is max fan speed, because you want to cook the food the fastest and you want it to be crispy, air fry. Roast, if you're doing like a chicken or something you need roasted. Broil's also very nice. So I'm going to be cooking Wegman chicken nuggets and Orinida golden crinkle fries you can buy at a Costco. So these are what I'm going to be cooking inside of here. Now, I don't need it this hot. We're just going to do air fry, 385, 10 minutes. So pretty standard there. There's our basket. Now, we'll do six nuggets, right? 1 corner of nuggets. And I don't want to be cheap with it, because you want to do a healthy amount, like how much you would normally cook. So that's 2 handfuls and 6 nuggets. So that's a lot. I mean, you could do more, but I would say that's a lot for one person in terms of calories. I could probably eat that in a snack, but let's try it out. So 385, 10 minutes. Now this is on the secret, air fry turbo. Most air fryers would not be able to cook that properly crispy and a nice brown crisp in about 10 minutes. So let's see. Cook. And you can hear that fan, this is buzzing. So probably the most interesting characteristic is that when it's on turbo, and I'm standing pretty much right behind this, and it's blowing hot air, you can feel that air, it sounds like a turbine. So they must have engineered the fan or re-engineered it so it sounds much more like a jet, and it's pretty loud. So if you have this on turbo, it's pretty loud because of the rumble and the frequency of that turbo. It kind of sounds like white noise. It sounds exactly like white noise. So the air fryer is just about finished. There's about 30 seconds left. You can hear the food crackling. Let's open it. And boom. So everything looks very nice. So in about 10 minutes, you can see the overall performance. It cooked the fries and it cooked the nuggets. Now, if you want it to be crispier, you're probably going to want to go another minute or two. But overall, I think it does cook faster relative to other air fryers, but only maybe 5%. It's not huge. One key tip on the TurboSense is that you want to wipe it down after every use, just because it's easier to maintain. Otherwise, you could start scratching the nonstick surfaces. So something that I found is that it's much easier to just press and hold if you want to go up quickly than it is to press the button repeatedly. Same thing for temperature. I find just hold it and then it's going to be much easier to adjust everything. So overall, I like the Cosori Turbo. I just think it is an update of a classic air fryer. It's a little bit bigger, it has a better menu, but cook-wise, maybe it's about 5% faster. What is interesting is that Cosori advertises this as whisper quiet. So you could do it whisper quiet. So if you have this on like proof or warm, it's really quiet. But is it cooking your food? No. No. So watch. So this is on fan 2. And this is quiet, guys. I don't know if you can hear it, but this is very quiet. I have the microphone maybe 1 foot from it. Yeah, very quiet, but it's not really cooking your food, it's just keeping it warm. So this is it on bake, and I gotta say, bake is just pretty much like any other air fryer on fan speed 3. So it is whisper quiet if you go to fan speed 2 or 1, but honestly, you're never really gonna be using it for proof or warming anyway. Another key thing to remember is it's not so much about the app with the Cosori, because you're not really going to be controlling how to cook or your food cooking with the app here. There's no way to connect with it. So the Cosori Turboblaze 6.0qt is a good looking air fryer. It has a new updated turbine, but being totally honest, the turbo mode is a gimmick. You're not really going to be using proof or warm on an air fryer. Most of us are just using it on the turbo mode anyway. And on that mode, it is still pretty loud, but instead of having that sound of an air fryer, like there's a specific sound air fryers make, this one makes more of a white noise machine on medium volume. So you're trying to think and you have this Turboblaze on, it might be like boom. And that, for some people, might be a drawback. For me, I didn't really notice it, but I just wanted to give you guys the update on that. And overall, it's a good looking air fryer. So if you're interested in it, this is what the Cosori Turboblaze 6.0qt air fryer looks like and how it works. It's so easy to use, and most of us are just using it to cook simple things like French fries and salmon and chicken nuggets. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below. And please hit that like and subscribe button because it does support our channel. And I'll catch you next time. This is Dave with the French Glow signing off. Bye, bye, bye.